Realville, Holyfield, what's up? The quarantine fiend, part 5 of this shit, y'all. What's happening though? We up in here, we live. Man, I tell you, last week we were supposed to be talking about the fucking Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce fight. That was supposed to be last week. This week, that was gonna be a hell of a fight. Still looking forward to that. This week, we were supposed to be talking about Maurice Hooker and Regis Prograis. This was supposed to be going on tonight. But we still going through this quarantine shit. But I want to say something about that, man. So they talking about, I don't know about anywhere else, but here in Ohio, they talking about opening up the state, reopening the state May 1st. May 1st. Now listen, as much as I want shit to get back to the way it was, I think they kind of rushing this shit, to be honest with you. I think they kind of rushing this shit because they don't want to pay out, man. They don't want to pay out. They trying to get motherfuckers to get back to work as soon as possible so they can get the paying into those fucking taxes. That's what the fuck they want, man. They trying to hurry up to get people back. Man, listen, that shit ain't gonna be over no fucking May 1st, man. That shit ain't over May 1st. And I strongly advise each and every one of y'all to still go on out there with the motherfucking mask and gloves on, y'all. I'm not even bullshitting you. I wouldn't trust that shit. Not May 1st. Now as much as I want you to go back to the way it was, man, I think that May 1st date, I think they kind of rushing it. But I mean, that's my opinion. I just know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay masked and gloved the fuck up. Josh, what's happening, man? How is it looking in Tennessee, man? Are they talking about reopening the state? I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right, man. Just going through this whole quarantine shit, just like everybody else. Been going back, watching old fights, all kinds of shit. But that's just my opinion, man. I think they rushing it, man. But they can go ahead and do that shit, and once the numbers get to spiking back up, they gonna shut the shit back down again. And this time it'll be for a very long motherfucking time. So they can go ahead and do what the fuck they gonna do, man. Either way, it's gonna shit gonna hit the fan either way. Hey man, as y'all coming in, man, hit the like button for me, y'all. Please, please don't forget to hit that like button. They will try to reopen in certain phases. It won't be all at once. Okay, but shit, it better not be. That would be fucking asinine. That would be fucking asinine for them to do some shit like that. Our brakes are going back. Yeah, wear blue. Yeah, man, you really gotta take precautions on that shit, man. Like this shit is serious. This shit ain't no joke. You don't rush shit like that, man. You just don't. But like I said, man, missing boxing, man. But it's some shit to talk about. It's definitely some shit to talk about. So, real quick, the first thing I want to talk about. It's been a long motherfucking time, man, since we had a boxing game. It's been a long fucking time since we had a boxing game. I believe the last one was Fight Night Champion. Now, I want to mention something here. About a couple of days ago, Eddie Hearn had put out this fucking tweet, and he asked everybody, he said, how many people are interested in a boxing game? He said, hit retweet if you're interested. Man, that motherfucker got flooded with retweets. I mean, dude, it was ridiculous. That motherfucker came back and was like, oh, okay. I see the response. He said, I'm going to get right on that. Man, listen. I think this motherfucker Eddie Hearn really trying to get us a fucking boxing game, man. And if that motherfucker can do that shit. Now, granted, though, man, now remember with the boxing, you got to get permission from all the fucking boxers. Now, granted, if he bring out a boxing game, it's probably going to be more of some UK shit. But goddamn it, I don't give a damn. Give me something. I'll be fucking Josh Taylor. I'll be fucking Kid Galahad. I'll be all those motherfuckers, man. I don't give a damn. Shit. I probably won't be AJ. I probably won't be him. But man, I'll be there, Chisora. I'll be Kale Brook. If it's on some UK shit, I don't give a fuck, man. Just give me something. It's been over 10 motherfucking years, if not more. That's ridiculous. Hey, Rob, what's happening, man? Cool, man. Tate, what's the deal? So I'm really, really hoping he can get us that goddamn game. Now, I want to talk about Devin Haney really quick. So Devin Haney was going at it with Lomachenko, all right? I don't know if people really know about this. But they going at it on Twitter. Lomachenko sends out a tweet, and he said to Lomachenko, I will never, ever lose to a quote-unquote white boy. Now, this is what Devin Haney said. Now, if we're going to talk boxing, if we're going to really, really be real about boxing, it's really, really built all around race and pride, man. Do I think Devin Haney is a racist? Nah, I don't think Devin Haney a racist, man. I just think that motherfucker, and it goes back to a video I did a long time ago where I said you might come across a motherfucker, and if they have another race, you just going to say something that you know is going to trigger them, or at least try to trigger them. Some don't give a fuck. It don't even faze them. But if you could try to trigger somebody, and especially if they of another race, you know if you mention race, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna trigger a motherfucker. And he really trying to get this fight with Lomachenko. So that's how he going. That's how he going about it. That's the route he taking. Do I think he's a racist? No, I don't think the motherfucker's a racist. I don't think so. But that was a hell of a motherfucking comment. AJ is the best heavyweight ever. Brian Bland, you need a CAT scan. Ain't no motherfucking way you can sit up here and say that the best heavyweight ever is AJ. Lomo stops Haney. In what universe, brother? Loma ain't gonna stop fucking Teofimo Lopez. Loma won't be able to hurt Lopez. Shit. Ain't nobody dodging Lomachenko, man. They want all the smoke with him, bro. Everybody want to smoke with him. Probably except Tank. You don't really hear Tank calling out his name. But Devin Haney damn sure want his motherfucking ass. And I don't see him beating no Teofimo Lopez. He not gonna be able to hurt him, man. And he ain't gonna be able to take the fucking punishment that Teofimo Lopez gonna dish out to his ass. Just like I predicted with the Richard Comey fight, him knocking this motherfucking ass out. He gonna knock out Lomachenko, man. He gonna shock the motherfucking world. Watch what I tell you. He ain't gonna shock me, but he gonna shock the mass majority of the boxing world. Yeah, Josh, that was me. I definitely got that. Yeah, man. Just and that's another thing, man. Shit gonna hit the fan, man. So use that shit wisely. Use that shit very, very wisely. But I don't mind Brian Bland having his opinion, man, but that's just asinine. Yeah, yeah, same here, Josh. So yeah, I going back to Devin Haney though. I think he a cool dude. I just think he oh hell yeah, good look. That's good shit, Tay. I just think that's the route that he going when it comes to that shit. Bud on Twitter going at it with the Charlo brothers. All right. Well, not the Charlo brothers, just Jermell. Just Jermell. I don't want to misquote. Just Jermell. So Jermell and Errol Spence, you know they got this tight ass bond, all right? And Jermell going out saying that he know for a fact that Spence is gonna beat the fuck out of Crawford. So you know Bud gotta retaliate and say, listen, motherfucker, keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth. Or I'm gonna go on up to 154 and beat your motherfucking ass. Do I think Bud could beat Jermell? That's you know what? Nah, I think Jermell might be a little too much for Bud. And the only reason why I say that is because the way Bud been fighting. You know, I don't know, but I think Bud would probably have a little more respect for Jermell Charlo, because y'all know Bud don't mind getting hit, man. He don't mind getting hit, but that motherfucker Jermell hit hard. That's the thing, man. I don't see that motherfucker just throwing caution into the wind and then just willing to take a punch from Jermell like that, man. I think that motherfucker Jermell would stop that motherfucker if he fought him that way. You know what I'm saying? But now Bud got a lot of tips and tricks, man. He got all kind of little shit in his arsenal, man. He's a complete fighter. Now, could he make the adjustments to get around that? I don't know, man. But looking at the way Bud been fighting this past maybe 3-4 fights, he better not fight Jermell Charlo that way. I got you, Tay. Gary Russell wants a whole 135 division. Now, if y'all motherfuckers ain't really too familiar with Gary Russell was a motherfucker recently. I mean, like the biggest thing that he did recently, probably in the last couple of years. This motherfucker had been hunting down Leo Santa Cruz for I don't know how long. On KTFO Info Round 2, I reported this motherfucker came across Leo Santa Cruz dad, this old ass man who can't even speak English. He can't even speak English. And this motherfucker was around his dad, man. Had his arm around his dad. Fucking with his dad's chains. Talk about, oh yeah, Leo, you see who I'm with right now. Stop ducking me, motherfucker. Stop ducking me. Because you see, I could touch him right now. I could fuck your daddy up right now. You know, so motherfucker, stop ducking me. You know, so this this motherfucker, Gary Russell. Yeah, that's the shit he was on. So now this motherfucker is talking about going up to 135 and fucking up everybody in that division. Now you talking about the likes of a Tank Davis in that division, Ryan Garcia, Lomachenko, who we was just talking about, Devin Haney is lit. That shit would be interesting. He really want Devin Haney too, but I don't see that motherfucker beating no Devin Haney either. I think Devin Haney is the best in that division. Well, Mr. Cleveland, he would have to do that, man. The way that motherfucker been fighting the past 3 or 4 fights, he couldn't fight like that against Jamel. His ass would get stopped. He would get stopped by Jamel. He would have to switch that style up. Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, that motherfucker Gary Russell was on some shit. But you know what? You know, Leo still said, hey, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with Gary Russell. I don't want no smoke. He could have hit that motherfucker. He could have slapped that motherfucker. I don't want no smoke. No smoke. So after that, I mean, what the fuck can you do? I mean, I didn't threaten to fuck your daddy up, and you still don't want to fight me? Like, goddamn, I give up. Fuck it. So, oh, let's talk about Deontay Wilder, y'all. Let's talk about Deontay Wilder. So he came out again and he had an interview on some radio podcast. And let me tell you what he said now. He said about 15 minutes before the fight, everything started to unravel and things started to happen. But I can't disclose what happened. But for anybody who knows me, knows that's not me. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, he can't be talking about the suit then, because he had already talked about the suit right after the fight when he got interviewed. All right. He hasn't even mentioned Glovegate. Thank God. Thank God he ain't even mentioning that shit. So all that energy that everybody was putting into that shit for I don't know how many weeks. Was for absolutely nothing. Now, if you want people to make if you want to make an awareness on this shit for the third fight, where people kind of look out for it, I guess people will probably do that. They didn't even entertain the shit one bit. Neither did Deontay Wilder, for that matter. So thank God it ain't the Glovegate shit. The way Deontay Wilder was talking in this fucking podcast interview, it almost sounded like Deontay Wilder was saying he was possibly drugged before the fight. I'm listening to everything very fucking clearly as to what he's saying. And he keeps saying shit started happening moments right before the fight, and I didn't feel like myself. And that wasn't me. Is he saying that he possibly got drugged before the fight? Let me make the game I want. And Deontay Wilder in the Browns for you. well. Good looking out, Ismail Salim. Hey, remember that. I will be Josh Taylor. I ain't fucking with AJ. But yeah, man, give us some US fighters on that motherfucker. You know, if it's coming from Eddie Hearn, you know it's gonna be mostly the UK shit. add some DLCs, add some US DLCs for us. What's happening, Ishmael? No one wants to fight him about playing a character doesn't always. Well, ex-Agent Brunner, remember the interview after Pacquiao lost? Oh yeah, man. Oh my God, man. What the fuck was Adrian Broner talking about, man, in that loss, man? I remember that motherfucker talking about cheeseburgers and shit like that, man. That motherfucker talking about, you know how you want that burger, and you know how you want that burger with cheese on it. I said, God damn, is this motherfucker punch drunk? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, Loma. I'm trying to tell you, Ismail. I don't think Lomachenko is going to beat Teofimo Lopez, bro. I'm gonna say this, man. This motherfucking quarantine shit, it's gonna affect a lot of fucking fighters, half and half, positive and negative. A lot of these motherfuckers, man, because you're not giving these fighters a set date, man. They don't know really when to train. And you got some of these fighters who ain't as disciplined as others. Let's talk about the likes of a Dillian White and all these other motherfuckers. Some of these motherfuckers, this quarantine shit ain't gonna help them, man. All right, see now, and that's the thing. Teofimo Lopez, he don't have the footwork of Lomachenko. But you right though, yeah. Walters was a big puncher. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. And I thought about this. I thought about this. Both of those motherfuckers, Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, both of their last fights, they didn't look too good because they was fighting tall, long, rangy fighters. Remember the fight with Teofimo Lopez and that boy Nakatani? I'm trying to tell y'all, man, if y'all ever watched that fight, man, Nakatani came to this motherfucker and was jabbing that boy's face off. He was jabbing Teofimo Lopez's fucking face off, man. Look at Teofimo Lopez after that goddamn fight. Nakatani was getting in his ass. And the same thing with Lomachenko with Luke Campbell. I can't tell you how many fucking times Luke Campbell had him hurt in that fight, but Luke Campbell just couldn't finish. Here's the thing, though. Teofimo Lopez doesn't have the fucking range of a Luke Campbell. He isn't the same height as a Luke Campbell. So would Teofimo Lopez have that kind of same success? That's the thing you got to kind of think about too. It's a lot of shit you got to think about with this fight. What you think about Wilder saying he was a zombie? I'll be tripping off that a lot of stuff happened, but I can't disclose. I can't disclose. Why? Why can't you disclose it, bro? Just tell us what the fuck happened then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what are you trying to do? You're trying to create you're trying to create doubt for people to try to fill in the blanks, bro. Just tell us what happened. What happened? Why can't you disclose it? Well, won't smoke, but he's still coming from 140, so he needs to chill at the moment before jumping. Yeah, man. Yeah. He need to chill, bro. Yeah, he don't need to be going up to no 154, man. Handle his business at 147. You know, hopefully, I want to see him go against Kell Brook. He going we all know he'll beat Kell Brook, you know, but I just want to see that fight, man. I want to see that fight. He ain't going to fight Sean Porter, you know, so you got to have some kind of name, you know. Kell Brook, he ain't the same Kell Brook, but you know, he's a name. He's a name, man. And it's gonna be hard. And that's another thing about Kell Brook, man. He campaigning at 154. So now he gonna drop down again to 147, knowing how hard it is for him to make that weight. Dude, Kell Brooks, shit, if anything, he beating himself. I would love for one of those boys to fight Demetrius Andrade. I would love for one of them Charlo brothers to fight Boo Boo, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen either. They not gonna get a Canelo fight. You know, I think Jamel's supposed to be fighting. I think Jamel's supposed to be fighting Laura next. I think he's supposed to be fighting. And come on, man, you know Jamel gonna win that, man. Laura, come on, man. Laura ain't even the same what he was a few fucking fights ago. You know, so Jamel gonna beat him. So it's like you right, man. They need a big fight, but who the fuck they gonna fight? Well, it seems like there's been a whole lot of them, right? It's been a whole bunch of fucking conspiracies, man. But I don't even know when the fuck the third fight gonna be. I'm trying to think what else. Spence and Bud talk. Bud, is he gonna fuck him up? Yeah, man. Let me see what else we got. What's up, DD? How you doing? So Bud did an interview too. This is another thing I wanted to talk about, man. Deontay did a great job to get people to think because he could have just said, I didn't feel right. I got drugged. Hey, did you see what I mean, Ishmael, man? It's like, come on, man. Like, dude, just say it, bro. What's on your mind? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened? But he like, no, I can't disclose all of that. Just to keep people talking. Just to keep the shit up, man. Let's end it, bro. Let's end it. What's up? What happened? What the fuck's going on with you? Shit, man. So yeah, they did. Bud did an interview, man, and he was talking about the whole Errol Spence fight. He said he talked to Errol Spence. He said he told Errol Spence he gonna fuck him up. You know, he said he told him this, and I'm gonna fuck this boy up. He said I don't even want to fight Errol Spence next though, y'all. And I feel Bud on that. Because he said if I go in that motherfucker and I fuck this boy up, which I know I am, it's gonna be a lose-lose situation for me. They gonna say, oh yeah, you knocked him out and fucked him up right after he got into the car accident. You're like, man, I ain't trying to do that shit, man. Let the motherfucker go ahead and take him a tune-up. I guess they looking at Danny Garcia as the tune-up. Let him go on in there, fight Danny Garcia. If he fuck him up and kind of looking more like the old Spence, he said, now we can entertain the fight. You know what I'm saying? He said, but dude, I want to fight him, but I damn sure don't want it to be my next fight. All on the strength for that. And he ain't lying. Yeah, Ishmael, tell that boy Eddie, man, to hook us up with something, man. We've been fiending in this motherfucker, man. And tell him don't forget about the US of A. We throwing some characters from here. It's gonna be UK heavy on that motherfucker. Shit. But I'll be all those motherfuckers, man. I don't give a damn, man. Shit. I even be fucking Amir Khan. Fuck it. He won't get all of it. He won't be dropping like a motherfucker when I play with his ass. Man, that goddamn Amir Khan, man. I tell you, that motherfucker then got his ass dropped. I don't know how many times, but you know that motherfucker still believe he deserve a fucking fight with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. You talk about delusional, man. But I will say this about Amir Khan. He got a hell of a motherfucking resume. Look at Amir Khan resume, man. That motherfucking done fought everybody. That motherfucking done fought everybody but Spence. Shit. And Pacquiao and Mayweather. He done damn near fought every motherfucking body. Who do you think Canelo gonna fight next? Well, Ishmael, I wanted the Billy Joe fight, but we just saw what the fuck Ethan did. You know, that video that got him all fucked up. But the thing is, though, that fight what happened here in the States, man. That fight what happened here in the States. He revoked his UK shit got suspended. You know what I'm saying? So that I don't know how that would affect the fight, but I don't think Canelo gonna fight Billy Joe next, man, for some reason, man. I mean, depending on how long this pandemic shit is, Duck and Golovkin, as I like to call him, Duck and Golovkin could be his next fight, man. That could be his next fight. And you're right, Josh. It's the best time for a goddamn new game now, especially with all this shit going on. Especially with all this shit going on, man. Ain't nobody doing nothing, man. We need that game of shit, man. You know, he just thinking about it, man. Shit, we probably wouldn't have a game for about another 2 years. But what's good with y'all though, man? Wanted to hop on, man. I'm missing boxing like a motherfucker, bro. We were supposed to be talking about a big major motherfucking fight this week with Regis Prograis and Maurice Hooker, man. And well, the preview show probably gonna be a long time from now. But as of looking at things right now, I probably would have had to take Regis Prograis to win that fight, man. I think I got Regis Prograis definitely win that fight. And I like Maurice Hooker too, man. When I heard the goddamn news, I was doing a live show. I was doing this live when the news broke. I forgot who broke it. I don't know if it was Tay or somebody broke it to me, man. When Maurice Hooker lost that fucking fight to Jose Ramirez, that fucked the rest of the stream up for me, man. I couldn't fucking believe I had said, come on, motherfucker, how you losing, man? My boy Bud don't roll with no goddamn losers. My boy Bud don't roll with no motherfucking losers, man. You come on, man. He had Shakur Stevenson under his wing. He was fucking with Maurice Hooker. He got an L. I'm like, dude, you got to go. Errol Spence. He the one who fuck around and hang with those losers. You know, he hang around with the Robert Easters and the Adrian Broners of the world. You know what I'm saying? My boy Bud don't kick it with losers. So when Maurice Hooker got that loss, you know what I'm saying? I felt in a certain kind of way. But, you know, I done forgave him for it, man. I done forgave him for it. You know, Regis Prograis just coming off an L, which that fight could have went either way with him and that boy Josh Taylor, man. Probably one of the fight candidates of the year, man. If y'all ain't watched that fight, man, watch that fight. That was a hell of a fucking fight, man. It's still gonna be a good fight. But I got Regis Prograis winning. I'm trying to think here. Oh man, real quick, man. To get off the topic, I got to say this. We in this quarantine shit, people need shit to watch. For anybody with Netflix, and Didi, I told you about this. You know, the Queen had told me about this movie. The Queen had told me about this movie called Coffee and Kareem. Coffee and Kareem. Funny fucking movie, man. If you want to laugh at a movie from beginning to fucking end, you got to watch this fucking movie, man. I ain't bullshitting y'all. Now, y'all know I can fabricate and exaggerate some shit. You know, but no, I'm dead serious about this shit, man. This is like the funniest movie that probably came out this year, man. and right on Netflix. You got to check that motherfucker out. Oh, hey, Rod, you streaming, man? You know I got. You know I'm gonna be checking you out, bro. Oh, Didi, you watch that motherfucker again? Coffee and Kareem, not cream. Kareem. Coffee and Kareem. You gotta watch that, man. You ain't gonna. And I'm gonna tell you something. For the ones who indulge, you might want to indulge first and then check it out. If you do that, you might. If you do that, you might not just stop laughing. It's gonna be like your motherfucking ass just took some laughing gas, bro. That fucking movie is hilarious, man. There you go. There you go. Spell it out. Spell it out, Didi. Spell it out. You gotta watch that, man. Yeah, Tay, I saw him, but bro, you know I don't. I could care less about what's going on in that world, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been washed my hands of that shit. But you know, I'm wishing them all well. But ain't say I didn't and say I didn't tell you this shit would happen. I mean, dude, it's ridiculous. But I could care less about what's going on with any of that. Y'all know what I focus on now, man. You know. But yeah, I saw it. There he is. My boy Edgar. Let's stop by the just some love, man. Hell yeah, man. Hey, good looking out, bro. Good looking out, man. Um, Next week, I'm gonna try to come up with a fun topic. So it's going down, man. You like how it was last week, man. Last week, this bitch was so lit. This week, I kind of wanted to focus more on boxing because it was just a lot of shit to talk about that I wanted to discuss for a little bit. But appreciate that love, Edgar. Always, bro. Stop by next week. Get that money and be safe. Be safe, man. Like I said, man, I ain't agreeing with this May 1st shit that they talking about here in Ohio. Not at all. I think they rushing things. So just be safe, bro. I think you in Texas. So yeah, man, just be safe down there. Yeah, man, exactly. I mean, Tay's just born, man. Dude, they had a fucking tournament, man. They had a fucking NBA 2K20 tournament, bro, on ESPN. That's how that's how boring shit is, man. They just trying to get content out to people, man. Like they really, I'm dead serious. They had a fucking 2K tournament on ESPN, man. I think Devin Booker was in the finals, if I'm mistaken. I forgot who he was going against though. A-Rod, I really haven't heard too much about it, but I think they were saying something about how Adam Silver was saying that they're exploring all options. They exploring all motherfucking options to try to get shit back for June, probably early July. But that's all I really heard. You know what I'm saying? But he said that he just looking into all the options. I put it to you this way though, man. Like I said before, if they start bringing all this shit back, dude, this summer is going to fly the fuck by. It's gonna fly the fuck by. You talk about boxing, NBA, then they not trying to get in the NFL's way. So right after they're done, we gonna hop right into the NFL. Dude, that shit would be fucking crazy. I mean, like we going through this shit now, but if they talking about bringing shit back come June, July, we would definitely get the big payoff. We would definitely get the big payoff. Like this fucking summer would fucking fly the fuck by, man, if all that shit start popping off. Yeah, yeah. Josh, ESPN right now are playing all three bouts between Ali and Frazier. Bro, they didn't had a marathon all day. They didn't had a marathon all day, Josh. They've been showing all the good classic fights, bro. All the good classic. Well, they had a Tyson fight on there. Dude, they've been doing that shit all day. And I think it's still going. I think it's still going. I don't know what they showing right now. But yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of that, Josh. I forgot about that. They had a whole lineup for the day because I made a post about it on Facebook. I said for all y'all motherfuckers who claim y'all know everything about boxing, classes in session this Saturday, and they had the list of all the fucking fights they had going on today, all the old classic shit too, man. I gotta get in. I gotta finish the night off with that, man. I gotta get into that. Okay, now it's the Frazier Ali first fight. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a fight that was, man. Dude, I tell you, man, Ali knew how to get under Frazier's buttons, man. That motherfucker had got Frazier so fucking riled up, man. You look at the lead up to that motherfucking fight, man. That was a hell of a lead up too, man. Dude, Muhammad Ali was calling Joe Frazier all kind of house niggas and stuff like that. Dude, that was a hell of a crazy build up between them two, man. And the fight was definitely the big payoff. Man, they had a hell of a rivalry, man. Yeah, I agree with that, Tay. They need to keep doing that, man. They need to keep doing. Well, they had ESPN classes where they would do it like that, but like a marathon like that, man, they should just keep them coming like that, like probably like once a week, like every Friday or Saturday or something like that. Well, Friday you got a lot of live content going on as far as sports and shit. Friday probably wouldn't be a good day, but Saturday or maybe even a Sunday, that's probably the best when all you got football. So yeah, Saturday college. So I don't know, man, but they got to find a way to fit some shit or put it on one of those, or maybe on ESPN Classics. Just have the shit just dedicated to boxing all day. As you know, with ESPN Classics, they do a little bit of everything, but just have it with just the whole day, just dedicated to that old boxing shit, or on ESPN2 or whatever the fuck. Damn, I wonder if it's going into next season. Uh, the NBA, I think they only got about a month left as far as the regular season. I think they only got about a month left. So let's just say if things started in late June, July. Okay, you get that out of the way. You got August. Football don't start till September. What the playoffs is what? The playoffs is a month and a half, but if you cut it down to 5 games, there's your month. There's your month. Even if I don't know how they would do the finals. I don't know if they would do the finals still a best of 7. If they time it right, if you talk about end of June, July, it would end right before the NFL regular season. Now I don't know if they trying to play a factor into the preseason. I don't really think they give a fuck about the NFL preseason. I think they want everything to be done before the NFL regular season starts. But either way, man, like, dude, I'm looking forward to the summer. I really am. If all this shit pop off, it's gonna fly by. I mean, if for anybody who really into sports, This would be one of the motherfucking summers where people be staying in. Shit. With basketball and boxing, all this other shit, man, dude, it's gonna be popping, man. Okay. Now, oh well, best of three. I don't know if they would go that route. I don't know if they would go that route. Even if they do the best of five, though, Josh, even if they do the best of five and they had the finals at the best of seven, I still think that's the one. That's 1 month. That's 1 month. They could get that shit down. They'll find a way to compact that shit. They want some more money. People trying to get that money, man. Them motherfuckers gonna find a way to get this shit. I just hope they not, man. I just hope they not rushing it, man. Um, on a scale of on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was Mike Tyson punch out to you guys? To me, it was a 9. Yeah, man, that it was hard, bro. That game was hard, man. Can I be honest with you, man? Dude, I never made it to Mike, bro. I never made it to Mike. I never made it to Tyson on the punch out game, man. Not one time. That one long hair, white blind motherfucker be fucking me up. I forgot that motherfucking name, man. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That motherfucker be fucking me up. I never made it to Mike, man. Yeah, there you go, Tay. There you go, Tay. I can never make it to that motherfucker. Yep. And you know something? I got that shit, bro. I got it. I still try to play it to this day. It ain't even happening, bro. Man, what cheat codes you had for that, A-Rod, man? Now, hold on now, goddammit. You got the cheat codes now. I might want to give this another shot here. Hold up. Hold up. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Now y'all know how it go. Whenever you looking for shit, you can't find it. But I just knew I could go in there and grab my motherfucking Tyson punch out. It's in there. But look at what I did find though. Remember this fucking game? Remember that fucking game, y'all, for Super Nintendo? I will say this. I enjoyed the fuck out of this fucking this WrestleMania arcade game. This right here is my favorite by far. Favorite game by far ever. Ever. MK2. But this, remember this? Friday the 13th for regular Nintendo. I made it to Jason But goddamn it, I ain't beat him to this day. Wait a minute. Which one you got? Yeah. Wait a minute. Which one you got for the station? Tay. Yeah, they did have that for the Sega, Josh. Yeah, but they had different characters. If you know, they had different characters for them, though. Yeah, like I believe Super Nintendo had like Yokozuna, Mr. Perfect. They had a different cast of characters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the same thing with the Royal Rumble game. That was the same thing with the Royal Rumble game, man. Like they had different characters for each console. But I got that fucking Tyson Punch Out back there. Believe me when I tell you, it's back there somewhere. And so whenever you looking for something, you just can't find that shit. Now watch when I get done with this motherfucking shit. That motherfucker gonna slap me dead in my goddamn face when I go back there. It's just always like that. But I got that shit, bro. Man. And what I do is I play those motherfuckers on the Retron. On the Retron that Mr. Cleveland hooked my ass up with about, what was that, about 3 years ago for Christmas? You could play all three. Sega, regular Nintendo, and Super Nintendo on that motherfucker. That right there is a gem. So yeah, I still dip and dab sometime, man, even with the old shit. Yeah, man, dude. Yeah, dude, Tyson, man. Him back in his prime, bro. Dude. That's what AJ had did an interview talking about how he would want to touch Lennox Lewis and whoop Lennox Lewis' ass. Dude, it's these heavyweights now, they wouldn't be able to touch those motherfucking heavyweights from back in the day, man. They wouldn't be able to touch them motherfuckers. Dude, Riddick Bowe. Dude, let's just say Riddick Bowe was in this fucking. Dude, Riddick Bowe would have all the belts. Riddick Bowe. I'm talking about a Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe would have all these goddamn belts, man, if he fought in this generation. Dude, they just not the same fighters as some heavyweights was back in the day. Let's look at when Shannon Briggs was the fucking champion, bro. When Shannon Briggs was the fucking champion, it wasn't no goddamn heavyweights in the game. It would look at the era when he became champion, when he beat a washed up George Foreman. Dude, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing popping off. Well, shit, but he was a champion. He was a champion. AJ and no man, dude, they wouldn't have shit coming with a Lennox Lewis. I believe if with a prime customado Mike Tyson, the mother man, dude, they was just bred different, man. The motherfuckers just built different, bro. They were fucking stars, man. We got, I mean, the motherfucker, they wouldn't be able to touch none of them from back in the day. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody on here. Okay, everything good. So yeah, y'all. Next week we're gonna have a fun topic. I don't know what, especially if it ain't really much to talk about as far as boxing. But if y'all have any suggestions, hit me up on the Twitter at Chuck P216. Y'all know Josh, Tay, y'all, you know we'll be chopping it up on there. I'm gonna try to come up with a fun show for next week, bro. But it was a lot of shit to talk about as far as boxing, man. A lot of shit going on Twitter. See, motherfuckers, man, they losing their patience, man. They losing their patience, and these motherfuckers hollering. They hollering on these live chats, y'all. But the thing is, though, it's easy to call a motherfucker out while you in quarantine. When this fucking quarantine shit in, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers being very quiet. Quiet as a motherfucking church mouse. But they hollering now during this goddamn quarantine shit. That shit funny as fuck to me, y'all. But y'all know how it's going down, man. Well, we just did the 90s, though, Josh. What is it, a part two? We gonna talk about a part two? We could do a part two. There's a hell of a lot that went down, man. We really didn't kick into it all like that, man. We really didn't. We might have to do a part two. But I'm gonna think about that, man. We got all week. It's going down, though, man. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest, man. Follow me on Twitter at ChuckP216. Stay ahead of the game, man. Stay ahead of the game. KTFO info, the last round coming out May 8th. It's still coming, man. If you're new to the channel, binge watch all that shit I got, man. Check out the playlist. I got a playlist of KTFO info exclusives. I got the playlist with the KTFO intros I done made, man. Y'all might catch a laugh or two out of even some of the intros I done put out. KTFO info, check out the playlist. Knock the F Out podcast, check out the playlist. All that shit, man. If you haven't checked it out, man, it's all there. Check that shit out. And if you really, really want to dig deep into some shit from way back then, man, I done had this channel, man, for a long time. All kind of funny archive shit, all kind of little hidden gems you'll find on this channel, man. So yeah, man, Chuck P. C-Ville's finest, man, it's going down, man. Much love to everybody, man. Much love to all y'all. Check back next week, man. We're gonna have a good fun show, man. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. Up out of here. Much love, man, from the Ville to the real. That's right, everybody be safe.